Tonight, I'll be playing National Pastime Next Generation Plus using the cross-season board reader as I play the 84 Detroit Tigers versus the 89 Oakland Athletics, both the World Series winners for those years. Let's get started. This board reader does everything for you. You can see the outs, empty. Alright, here we go. You roll the dice. It gives you a number down here. 31. Gives you the 31. You go up here on the card. Look, you get a 14 with the little semicolon. And it'll tell you right here, base on balls, and he's still second on the first pitch to the next batter. And ball one to the next batter. So it's going to be a base on balls. So you end that bat. And then he stole, so he's already on second. So now you bring up the next batter. Carney Lansford's up to bat now. And Jack Morris is on the mound for Detroit. So let's roll. Get a 40. Well, it's a 61. You go over here. 61 is 39. It's going to give us a 40. Which it randomizes the filled-in for errors right here to make it more it'll be more like distribute the errors instead of going to the same place all the time. So it was a wild pitch, runner to third. Already did that. Let's roll again. No outs, man on third. He gets a 33. Come over here. That's a hit. And then there rolls a 22. You go over here to a 22. And you get the 6 semicolon. It says double to left center. Runner scores and steals third on the second pitch to the next batter. So, roll it in the bat. And we should get the 1 run. And Jack Morris in trouble already. No outs. All options are set. Row, he stole third. That brings up Jose Canseco now. Batting .269 on the year. He only had like 65 games, 17 homers. He's been hurt. Let's row. He rolls a 13. 13 gets you 14 right there. This tells you right here 14 base on balls. So just hit the end bat. Then they'll come over here, man on first and third. Shows you that. First and third. Then over here shows you all your batters for the lineup. Then it's got their defensive rating, fun ends, all that good stuff, hit and run, their injuries. Alright, let's go over here. We got Dave Parker up now. Batted .264 on the season that year, 22 homers. Man on first and third, no outs. Jack Morris in trouble. And we get a 45, that's a 14. And that's going to tell us it's a base on balls. So bases will be loaded. Hold on. That was supposed to be full. Yup. And they're showing Dave Henderson up now, batted .250 with 15 homers. Bases loaded, no outs. Jack Morris in trouble. Oops, got a row. And we get a 34. I'll just click on it so you see it. 34, go up here. Get a 31. That's what that shows. Come right here, fly out to center field, runner holds. Well, one runner scores and others hold, so that's going to score the runner on third. It's going to be 1 out with a man on first and second. And that brings up Mark McGwire, batted .231 with 33 home runs. Let's roll. Come down here, get a 26. Come right here. It's a 24. That's what the PRN shows. Come over here, double play, runner forced out at second. Batter out at first on ground ball, hit to short. So it's going to be a 6-4-3 put out for a double play. And that's going to get Jack Morris out of the inning, giving up only, well, 2 runs. That brings up the bottom of the first. They got Sweet Lou Whitaker up now. For Detroit, he batted .289 with 13 homers. Mike Moore is on the mound for Oakland. And over here is like their stamina, how many batters they can face. And then they get tired. And this is basically what they'll use for righties and lefties if you were looking up the charts, which this does everything for you. But it's like their hits and outs. If it comes to a hit and out on the chart, that 42 there will tell you. The K3 is a certain strikeout on the chart. All right, let's roll the dice with Lou Whitaker up the bat. And he rolls a 14. Come over here, gets a 30. And that's going to be a fly out to left field. So we got 1 out there. Empty on the bases. We're going to go back, roll it. And we got Alan Trammell up now, batted .314 with 14 homers. Roll. And he rolls a 11. Come up here to 11. It's a hit. So the second row dice right here. Get you a 12. Come right there. Then go to the second row now. That's a 7. Of them are automatic hits. And it says it's single to right. In that bat, he's going to be on first with a single. That brings up Kirk Gibson now. He batted .282 with 27 homers on that 84 season. Let's roll the dice. And he rolled a 14. There, 14, 30. That's what the PRN shows. That's going to be a fly out to left field. The runner holds. So Gibby is done, and that's going to be the second out. The fly out to who was out there? That's to Henderson out on left field. So that brings up Lance Parrish now. .237 and 33 homers on the season. Let's roll the die. Down here, 12 gets a 15. Well, 25, I'm sorry. And that's going to be a fielder's choice. Runner out of second. That's going to be a 6-4 put out. And that's going to end the inning. We're going to go to the top of the second now. That's going to bring Terry Stan back up. He batted .273 with 7 homers. Jack Morris is still in there. Let's roll the die. And we get us 11 down here. Come up here, 11. That's a H. That's an automatic hit. Second pair of dice. 35. Come over here. You roll that second row. It's a 6. Automatic hit. Double right center in that bat. He's on second base now. No outs. Let's roll. Tony Phillips is up. Batted .262 with 4 homers. And he rolled a 55. Come over there to the 55. You get an 8. And that's going to be a single over second. Running to third. G runner scores. Let's find out if he scored G runner. And that'll take it into account if he did it. Let's find out if he scores. Let's hit that in bat. So it's on first and third. So he wasn't a G runner. And that was Phillips. So let's see. His base runner was an N right here. So it's like average, neutral. Okay, it brings up Walt Weiss now. .233 with 3 homers. And we're in the 9th spot of the order. Jack Morris in trouble again. No outs. Yeah, rolls a 15. Come up to the 15. Get a 10. That's PRN. Single over second. Runner scores. Other out. Going to third on a great play by Chet Lemon to throw the runner out at third. Batter to second on throw to third. So that'll move him over. But they're going to get the out at third. And they're going to give up a run. Now it's 3-0 in the second. Jack Morris, 29 is his stand of batters. He's at 9, but he's already struggling. Man on second, 1 out. Let's roll the die. We get ourselves a 34. To 34, you got a 31. That's going to be a fly out. The runner hose. Fly out to Jet Lemon for the second out. So, all right, so let's see. Do they show us who's on base for us? Around there. It doesn't look like they really highlight that. That would be nice if they do that. But Carney Lansford back up now. And this, yeah, that's Ricky Henderson who was last bat. All right, here we go. Carney Lansford, 2 down. Rolls a 41. Get you a 24. That's the PRN right there. Pop out to second base. To Sweet Lou Whitaker makes the grab. And we go to the bottom of the second with Oakland leading 3-0. And that brings up Darrell Evans now. Batted .232 with 16 homers on that year. Monroe gets us a 53. Right there. 21. Randomized fielded. That's going to be out at first. So then a 4-3 put out by Sweet Lou Whitaker. That'll be the first out. That brings up Larry Herndon now. Batting 2. Well, I'm sorry. It wasn't Lou Whitaker making the grab. That'd have been Steinbeck over on Oakland side there. Okay, Larry Herndon's up with 280, 7 homers, 1 down. And he rolls a 21. 21 gets him a 30. Fly out to left field. That'll be to Ricky Henderson for the grab. 2 down. Chet Lemon up now, 287 with 20 homers. Batting in the 7th spot. See what he can do. And he rolls a 64. 64 will be a 13. And that will be a strikeout. And that bat, and we go to the top of the third now with Oakland leading 3-0. Jose Canseco back up. And he rolls a 34. Comes there, gets a 31. Fly out to Chet Lemon. Center field. For the first out. Dave Parker back up. And let's see. It doesn't look like they show anything for us what he done before. So we don't know on that one. But you can go to the box score to see what they done. So he got a walk the last time he was up. Okay. All right. Dave Parker rolling. Jack Moore still in there. He rolls a 15. That'll be an 8. From over here, that'll be a single to left center. And we got us a man on first now. It brings up Dave Henderson. Man on first. We're going to roll 64. 64, as we know now by now, 13s will always be a strikeout. And that will be one for the second out. Man on first, that brings up Mark Aguirre again. And he rolls a 45. 45-14, them should always be based on balls. And that bat, man on first and second, 2 outs. Terry Stem back up. Rolls a 55. Get us a 7. Fly out to center field. Chet Lemon's there for the grab. And we're going to the bottom of the third. Well, Oakland has 5 hits and Detroit only 1. And that brings up Dave Bergman, 273, 7 homers. And he's playing first base for Detroit. Rolls a 65. Comes over, you get a 65-35. That's going to be a fly out to the third baseman to end that one. And that's going to be Lansford there for the grab. Howard Johnson up now. 248 with a 12 home runs. Playing third base tonight. He rolls a 61. 61, they'll get him a 39. That's going to be a base on balls. Detroit gets a base runner. One down. That's going to bring Lou Whitaker back up. Lou Whitaker rolls a 26. 26 gets him a 14. This one says he's 2 balls with a man on first. So we'll roll again. This time he rolls a 63. That'll be a 31. That'll be a fly out to center field. The runner holds. And Dave Henderson's there for the grab. And that at bat, 2 down. Brings back up Alan Trammell. And he rolls a 12. That'll be a 13 with a man on first. And they're calling that a strikeout. And we head to the top of the 4th now. Let's see what's happening here. See if we get anybody. Like nobody's talking. Chatting there. Alright, here we go. Tony Phillips up the bat. Jack Morris still in there. Jack's got 16 batters faced out of 29. He's given up 3 runs. Tony Phillips swings. 61. Gets a 36. Short fly in the right center field. All covered. Right fielder takes it for the old fly out. And that'll be over to Kirk Gibson to make the grab. Right. Walt Weiss up now. 233 with 3 homers on the season. And he's going to roll a 25. That gets him a 9. That's going to be a pop out to sweet Lou Whitaker. 2 down. Jack Morris settling down now. And we got Ricky Henderson up. 294 with 9 homers. He rolls a 61, 61, 40. That's going to be a fly out over to Larry Herndon. We're going to the bottom of the 4th. Still 3-0. Kirk Gibson up. 282 with 27 homers that year. He had 29 stolen bases. All right, here we go. Here's the row. And that's a 31. It's going to get him a 9. That's going to be a pop fly to the second baseman. And that will be Phillips making the grab. With the first out, you see up there, base is empty. Then we're going to row. That brings up Lance Parrish, 237. He had 33 homers that year. And he rolls a 15. 15 gets you an 8. That's going to be a single to left center. So Parrish is on. As you can see there, says on first. 1 out. That's going to bring up Darrell Evans. See if he can move him over. Rolls a 22. There, 7. That's going to be out at first on a 5-3 put out. And Parrish is going to move up. Second base. You can see right there it shows it. It'd be nice if they, let you remember who it was. Alright, Parrish is on. That brings up Larry Herndon again. And he rolls a 22. 22, that's a hit for him. So you automatically go to the second row. Roll on the second dice, 51. There, gets him a 2. And that says triple to deep center. So that's going to bring home Parrish. And Herndon's on third. And it's now 3-1. With Mike Moore with a 28 stamina. Already pitched to 15 batters. That brings up Chet Lemon. Can he bring in the run and make it 3-2? With 2 down. It's a 35. That gets us a 22. And that's going to be first on an error. Runner scores. On the center fielder out there. And playing center field is Henderson, who makes the error. And Chet Lemon comes in. It is now 3-2. Detroit coming back. Dave Bergman on now. He rolls a 36. 13. And that will be a strikeout with a man on first. That's going to end the inning. Detroit's down by a run. 3-2 here in the top of the 5th. That brings up Carney Lansford. 336. And he had 37 stolen bases that year. Yowzers. He rolls 31. Get that 8. And he singles a left center. Will he still second? Let's find out. They would have basically been on the card if it was for them. That's all factored into their cards and everything. So when it goes to the chart, that's how it determines it. But you can do your own stills in that. Hit and run. All right, Jose Canseco again. Man on first. And he rolls a 13. 13, that'd be a 14. That's going to be a base on balls. So that's a man on first and second. After Jack settled down the last few innings, back in trouble. No outs. Dave Parker up. Dave Parker with a 22. That's an automatic hit. Rolled a 15. So you look at the 15 now. Go to the second row. That's a 6. That's going to be a double in the gap to left center. One runner scores, the other to third. And it says G runner will score. I think that was Jose Canseco. And he does not have, let's see, his run is a G. I think they're going to score him. Let's find out. That'll be 2 runs if they do it. And they did. Jose Canseco scores on that hit. And it's now up to 5-2. And Morris, 29 batters, 22 hit. Faced 22 batters with 29 altogether. And he just left this game to get wide open on him with no outs. That brings up Dave Henderson. That was Parker. Dave Henderson rolls a 24. That'll be a 13. That's going to be a strikeout. But it gets past the catcher. Batter out at first. Runner holds at second. So he'll get the out at first after the strikeout dropped by the catcher there, Lance Parrish. Mark McGwire out. A little low 231 hitting, but 33 homers. Man on second. 34. That'll be a 31. That's going to be a fly out to center field. Chetlin's there for the grab. The runner holds. Terry Stenback up now. 2 down. 64. So we have 38. And it says wild pitch runner to third. He's on third. Oops, in that bat. Didn't supposed to do that. Let's see. This time he gets 45, 14. That's going to be a base on balls. So man on first and third. Tony Phillips up. Rolls 43. Remember, we got 2 outs. Rolls a 29. That's going to be a 1-3 put out to get Jack out of the inning, but not after he gave up 2 runs. And we're going to the bottom of the 5th. That brings up Howard Johnson. He rolls a 46. Gets a 13. That's going to be a strikeout. Lou Whitaker back up. Let's see what Lou's doing today. He's 0 for 2. Back to the game. Let's roll. 36. That'd be 33s. And they call it a strikeout. Whitaker goes down looking. Alan Trammell up. And he rolls a 16. Give him a 28. And that's going to be a 6-3 put out. That'll be Walt Weiss making the grab and firing over to Mark McGwire. And we're going to the top of the 6th now. Walt Weiss up. Jack Moore still in. He's got 3 batters to go before he tires. A row. Just a 36. It's a 33. That's going to be a strikeout for Morris. That brings up Ricky Henderson now. 52 stolen bases on the year. 54. 32. Fly out to Gibby. Carney Lansford again. Rose. 65. Be 35. And it's going to be a foul out to Dave Bergman over at first. And Jack Morris is going to be done. See, we gotta go to 84 season. Hold on, people, 84. We get to that. So Jack will be coming out. Gotta get this up for Detroit. See who we'll bring in for Jack Morris. And we're gonna bring in Blair. So we'll change that right now. On this tab, just go down to all the pictures, put them in. That's all taken care of. And Kirk Gibson's up. 5-2. 45. Hits him with 14. Be a base on balls. Man out first, no outs. Lance Parrish up. It was 54. So with 32. Be a fly out and runner holds. Darrell Evans up. Mike Moore still going. He's got 6 more batters. 61. 37. It's going to be a wild pitch. Runner to second. Gibby's there. Throw. Throws a 12. Evans gets a 15. It's going to be a double play. Line out and runner doubled off on second. G runner holds. What's Gibby? He's a G, so it will not be. It'll just be a liner to Phillips for the second out. That brings up Herndon again. And Herndon rolls a 52. 2. That's going to be a strikeout to end the inning. And Blair's in there. He gets pitched to 9 batters. And Jose Canseco's up. And he gets a 26. Be a 13. That'll be a strikeout. Seiko down swinging. Dave Parker. See what Dave Parker's doing today. Let's have a look real quick. Go to the box score. And Dave Parker is 2 for 2 with 2 ribbies. Alright. Throw. And Dave Parker stays hot with a 66. Anytime you roll 1, that's going to be a homer out to right center. Dave Parker, 3 for 3 today. Puts Oakland up 6-2 now. Doug Blair can't shut him down. Dave Henderson up. 41-24. Out at first on a 6-3 put out. Trammell makes the grab. And we roll Mark McGuire back up. And he rolls a 24, 24, 13. I'm showing you every step. So basically from now on, I'm just going to go tell you what he rolled. The PRN. You know where it is down here. And then you'll know how now you know how the system works. Real simple and easy. Strike out. Mark McGuire goes down looking. And after top of the 7 is 6-2 now. Oakland. Chet Lemon up. Mike Moore got 4 more batters he'll face. He's going strong. Chet Lemon rolls a 24 on the card. That's going to be a 6-3 put out. And that will be 6 will be Walt Weiss making the grab. Dave Bergman back up. And he rolls a 30. When he gets his PRN at a 30, that's going to be a fly out over to Ricky Henderson for the second out. And Howard Johnson now. 8 PRN. That's going to be a line out over to Weiss. That's going to end the inning. It's like that. Mike Moore takes him down. Blair's still in there. He's got 5 more batters. After 7, it's 6-2. Oakland's got 8 hits. Tigers 3. 1 error by Oakland. Terry Stenbeck back up. It rolls a 44 pin. PRN. That's a fly out to Chet Lemon. And Tony Phillips back up. Well, 1 down. Rolls a 8. PRN. Line drive out to Kurt Gibson. Blair doing some good pitching this inning. It rolls a 12 PRN. That's going to be out over to Dave Bergman. 1, 2, 3. And we go to the bottom of the 8 now for Detroit. Can they get something going? Top of the lineup's up. Lou Whitaker. And they're going to leave Moore in there for his 2 more batters. He's doing good. And he rolled a 61 this time. That'll be a 39. They randomized the field, and it's going to be a base on balls. Detroit with a man on already. This will be his last batter. Alan Trammell's up. Man on first. They're just going to go. They're thinking about the hit and run, but he flies out with a 31. Fly out to center field. Henderson out there makes a grab, and Lou Whitaker's going to hold. We're going to end that at bat, and we're going to go to see who Oakland has. Oh, Oakland is going to bring in T. Burns. See how he does for them. All right, there's T. Burns. And he pitched in 50 games. He was 6-5 for him. All right, here we go. Kurt Gibson up. Gibby rolls a 32 PRN. That's going to be a fly out to right field. And playing right field over there is Canseco for the grab. 2 down. That brings up Lance Parrish. They need some runs here. It rolls a 9. That's going to be a 6-3 put out. And T. Burns comes in. Shuts them down. As we go to the top of the 9th. 6-2 Oakland Athletics. And Blair's got 3 more batters. He's going to keep going. And that's Ricky Henderson up. He flies out to Kurt Gibson with a 32 PRN. Carney Lansford up. He rolls a 40 PRN with a 39. What he got, but it's high infield fly. Pitcher clears out. And Howard Johnson's going to come make the grab. Lansford down, 2 down. Jose Canseco back up. He's got a fly out to Chet Lemon. We're going to go to the bottom of the 9th now. Detroit down by 4. Burns in there, got 5 batters to go. Darrell Evans up. They're going to leave him in. He gets a 14. That's a base on balls. He's on. Let's see. Can we do a pinch runner? Let's see how. Does this allow us to do that? Let's find out here something. That's hit and run. Can we bring in a pinch runner? Let's see. Will they allow us to do that? I'm not for sure who is fast out of these guys. Hernandez. That's the pitchers. I think anybody be faster than him. He's neutral though. Okay, we're just gonna stick with him. Larry Herndon up. He rolls a 13. That's gonna be AK for the first out. Chet Lemon now. Rolls a 6. That's a double over first. Runner to third. G runner scores. Evans is not fast. So it's going to be a man on first and third. Can Dave Bergman come through for him? Here's the roll. 2 down, 1 out. 31. That's going to be a fly out to center field. Henderson's out there. Runners advance 1 base, so they should be scoring, and Chet Lemon should move up. Oh, that's on second and third. So they do score a run. They're going to leave Burns in there, but they got the tie-in run. No, not at the plate. That'll be 2 runs scored if they hit a homer. They're going to leave him in. Howard Johnson up. That'll be a fly out to left field. That'll be Ricky Henderson making the grab, and that's going to be the game, folks. And it's going to be 6-3. Oakland beats Detroit. Let's bring up the box score so that everybody can see. I believe it'll show. And Moore went 7 1/3. 1 earned run, 3 base on balls, 6 Ks. Jack Morris 6 on 7 hits. 5 earned runs, 6 base on balls. Oh man, he got tore up. And the player of the game was Parker. Went 3 for 3 and blasted that homer. And that's the game. So I was just trying it out to show you guys everything on this is all free. Everything you see here, you can get this, and you can even get the cards and dice if you want to print everything out and play it that way at the National Pastime Next Generation website. Get everything for free. You can't beat it. Alright, thanks for joining me, and stay tuned for another replay.